Hello everybody and welcome to the Daytona International Speedway for the NASCAR E5 2023 Mod Career Mode Season Number 1 Regular Season Finale, as we're going to decide our playoff field of 16 after tonight. Of course, 13 drivers already clinched, 3 drivers left currently on points, being Chris Buescher, Kyle Busch, and Bubba Wallace. Holding those final 3 spots of Stories of the Race, Ty Gibbs is a very fast car this weekend. Stenhouse is a friend, as we know, and Corey LaJoie failed tech inspection. LaJoie will start the year with myself here at Daytona. We get ready to get underway here. The Coke Zero Sugar 400 at Daytona. We are green and we are underway here at Daytona. Myself and Corey LaJoie side by side, trying to find a way by AJ Allmendinger and Shane Van Gisbergen up in front of us as we go all the way from last to first here. 8 laps in this opening stage. Racing already cleared LaJoie for 39th. Now we just have to find a way to stay in this draft and stay in contention here with Allmendinger and SVG. We go underneath the 16 of Allmendinger. Make the pass for P38. We're at the moment, we're still side by side with him, trying to draft up to our teammate SVG. We go the inside of, hit the apron, lose a lot of momentum, but LaJoie gives us a shove. We continue to go on the inside of Chandler Smith, draft up now to Harrison Burton, JJ Yaley, start working ourselves up in the top 35, which we will here going down the back stretch on this opening lap of racing here at Daytona. Our run stalls out via the 15 of JJ Yaley, but we do eventually clear him. But look at the gap left to the cars in front of us, really struggling here as this run goes on. Now into the side of the 20th, Christopher Bell forcing our way through the 33rd. This is all about these early stages of the race. It's all about staying in the draft and putting ourselves in a position to get up there and lead some laps. As the 20 shoving us out of the room. I don't know what that Christopher Bell thinks he's doing, but he's a dumbass. And there goes Bell. He'll go crashing behind us. Bell's wrecking. There he goes. We slot in the 33rd behind Ryan Preece. Now we got to find a way by the SHR duo, Preece and Briscoe. So our other teammate Chastain back here, Trackhouse right now, struggling to find the track positioning with these plate tracks. Now Austin Cindric comes in below the cut line by only 6 points, running 30th right now, is not helping his cause to make the playoffs here in his sophomore season. Doesn't look like that's going to happen here. Austin Hill clears him, and now a couple laps later, we're still in 32nd, trying to find a way back up into this pack, which you have the huge run of Ryan Preece to the inside of him and Almirola. Go by the 2 of them, and now we get right to the back of the 2 of Cindric, trying to work our way forwards. Not quite going to work right there. We got loose, almost banged in the apron right there. That could have been a crash. Luckily we don't. We save it. And now the 10 gets checked up at 19. We're currently stuck in like this 30th spot. A couple laps later, we've lost 1 spot down to 31st. Custer got to our outside. Then we tried to go to the inside of him here for position, which we will make work. Now drop alongside Hamlin and Almirola. There's Martin Truex just ahead of us, running P27. We give him a big push. Nothing happens there. Now we go to the inside of Truex and Michael McDowell, trying to make a 3-wide pass work to get up a decent spot in the top 25, top 30. Nothing so far. Big contact though, Martin Truex Jr. right there, really getting physical for this position on the racetrack, trying to hang on to every position on the track that we can right now. And it's getting desperate right now. We go to the inside of Denny Hamlin, working on the inside of Michael McDowell, and Truex will go 3 wide into turn 1 and 2. No luck so far. Still stuck back here outside the top 25. Just cannot find the help and the momentum or anything to really make anything happen. We are stuck back here. We're just trying to fight our way forward. But the struggle is real right now, as we just want to get into position here. Just get some sage points. Be at the front, getting some clean air. Then we can really be a contender right now. But right now we're stuck fighting for 25th with Michael McDowell, one of our rivals. A couple laps later, we're still trying to go to the inside of Buescher, who blocks us. So we have to check up and gets him the position. He's one of the bubble drivers. All the bubble drivers right here together. We got Buescher, Busch, and Bubba Wallace all together here, just inside the top 25, outside the top 20 right now. All these guys need points right now. In our position to get 0 points. What a save by Kyle Busch, though. He almost wrecked the thing. Incredible save. But these guys really in jeopardy of losing some spots here and losing their spots in the playoffs. Ahead of us, a 38 Todd Gilliland runs in 15th. And he's going to blow a tire. Around goes a 38 of Gilliland up the track into the outside wall with William Byron. They will go. No caution, but Gilliland will crash into the outside wall with William Byron, then slide down the racetrack. Back in the outside wall he goes, and only to get hit by Shane Van Gisbergen. Boom, right there. Knocks Gilliland out of the race. He doesn't see me right there, sneaking by that to settle into the 18th position, somehow getting by that. Now on the last lap of stage, it's going to be Chase Briscoe winning stage 1 here at Daytona, where we will come on to hold on in the 18th spot here to end the stage. Disappointing stage 1, but still better than last place. 18th for sure is. Points though, Chris Buescher, the 17, gets 3. His teammate Keselowski gets 2. 2 of our bubble drivers get a couple of points, but the rest of them none. Now we restart in 7th to begin stage number 2 behind Justin Haley and Ty Gibbs. Of course, the rookie trying to win his way into the playoffs for the first time. As then we get to the other side of Gibbs, there's Cindric up here in 5th. He needs a good run. He's trying to have one right now. He's right at the 17. Some contact when we get to the back of Blaney. Give him a big push right here through 1 and 2. Get Blaney into 2nd. As we clear Gibbs, now have to fight Justin Haley for 3rd. Really getting physical right now. We squeeze all straight into the wall. It goes Austin Dillon. Now we get a heater of a block right there on Ty Gibbs. Currently in 3rd. All these rivals really starting to be too much. Honestly, it's really affecting the way we have to race. I don't like the fact. So now we're going underneath Ryan Blaney for a huge run right to the race lead. We're going to go right by Briscoe. We are now leading here at Daytona via the help of Ty Gibbs, shoving us right past Briscoe and Cindric. Now we are leading Gibbs in a must-win scenario, running in 2nd right now, trying to find his way into the playoffs. Behind him, Busher and Keselowski, both on that bubble area. Busher can point in. Keselowski pretty much has to win at this point. 11 to go in stage 1, now blocking Stenhouse. That's going to allow Chris Busher to take the race. He's getting into us. Big contact, shoves Gibbs in the fence. More contact to 17 of Busher because he's a bum. And as he causes more positions, there goes Stenhouse, Bowman, Cindric, Bubba, Zane Smith, all going right by. And now we've already dropped down to the 6th position on the racetrack after that shenanigan with Mr. Busher. With 10 to go in stage 2. Now Chase Elliott goes to our outside. I was saying, no way in hell you're doing that. We block him. He gets a huge run to the outside of the 2. We door slam him. Get in the back of the 36. Trying to shove Zane Smith forwards here with the help of Elliott. Zane's about stuck fighting for 3rd with Bubba. No real momentum forming right now. Now we're stuck between a rock and a hard place. The 9 and the 2. But we get a huge push to the outside of 48 for a second. We go 3 wide to the middle between Bowman and Stenhouse. Force our way through there. Get to the lead in the 3 and 4. Can't quite clear the 48. I'm trying to get off of his quarter panel, but the damage is already done. And now we're 3 wide for the lead with Bowman and Stenhouse here at Daytona. And a wild turn of events. Bowman and Stenhouse have to win this race. We are back here trying to get win number 13 on the season. Here comes Chase Elliott in the 9 right behind us. Now Elliott's going to shove us into the lead here at Daytona. He's got a little bit of physical there with Stenhouse, but we do clear for the race lead here in stage number 2 at Daytona. Just trying to hang on for dear life at this point. Making the stage. Now another big push from Chase Elliott. Now it's 6 to go in stage 2. We're going to let Bowman and Zane Smith go by on the inside. It's not worth it trying to fight them so hard. It's end up causing a big crash. We let them go by. Bubba Wallace coming through now. Here comes Logano. A lot of good drivers now going through. Elliott gets screwed. He's way back there. Now we have to deal with the help of Cindric, who hangs us out, and Blaney does as well. Now here comes Keselowski. A big cut into 6. Now Keselowski's going to put us into the outside wall here down this back straightaway. And so we just lift and turn him around to the outside wall. We're crashing the big one at Daytona. Cars going everywhere. We are around Keselowski, Busher, Stenhouse, Almirola, Ty Dillon, myself, many cars involved. A 8-10 car pile up here at Daytona from inside the top 10. The big one strikes here in stage 2. It's just Keselowski, myself running out of room, so I just don't lift. I turn him around. He sends me down to the 16. Everyone goes crashing. His teammate, the 17, goes around. We get in the 17, and then we save it. Right, we're going the right direction. And Stenhouse comes right across our nose, wipes us out, sending us spinning down through the infield grass, bringing out the caution flag. As this big crash involves many of our playoff contenders. Keselowski must-win situation. Busher could still point in. The 16 already in. The 77 had to win. The 10 had to win, as did the 47. We were already in, and we were crashing. Allmendinger's already in as well. And now we're back underway in 14th here. Right after that big crash, as we decided to stay out to maintain some track position. With 5 laps to go on the stage now, racing Larson and Hocevar. Trying to find a way by. Larson just squeezes us into the 42 Hocevar, not doing us any favors whatsoever, being an absolute clown. Now they're 11 of Hamlin, giving us a big push here as we get by Larson on the outside of Chris Busher. Now is trying to get any kind of position possible. We get a huge run back to the 8 of Kyle Busch. We decided to push him past Joey Logano. We decided we like working with the 8 better than we do the 22. So we squeeze Logano and give a big shove to Kyle. He gets loose, but Kyle holds on to it. I ran to the back of Christopher Bell, trying to get back up in this top 10 in some good track position. Nothing really going on. Kind of getting stuck in the middle, banging into doors with a couple of cars. We don't really have the momentum or the pace right now to go up there and dominate this race. We're struggling right now here at Daytona to maintain this race lead. As here comes Hamlin behind Justin Haley on the inside. They will go by Michael McDowell. Going to go by Dylan Larson now behind us. He gives a big shot here off as we go into 1 and 2. He's a 50th big contact. Michael McDowell throw a huge block at Austin Dillon. Now we're getting squeezed by the 4 of Kevin Harvick out of the corner. Now we turn him around into Hocevar. Now more cars crashing Myself, Harvick, Hocevar, and Austin Dillon. Caution will come out ending stage 2. We finished 29th in the stage. No stage points today. A disastrous race so far. But your stage 2 winner, Bubba Wallace. 10 crucial points for Bubba. He needed that stage win. He makes it happen. Now we stay out after that incident. We didn't take too much damage. We're going to restart in 4th with 18 laps to go in the regular season here at Daytona. SVG and Chandler Smith, Chase Elliott, and myself, we all stayed out trying to get some track position and be in the mix here. Of course, Elliott already won. SVG, Chandler Smith not eligible for the playoffs. So who is it going to be? Elliott blocks us right there, so we slot back in line for 4th. Bubba Wallace down going by on the inside. Of course, he's been very strong all day long. Exactly what Bubba needs to be doing right now to transfer into the playoffs for the first time in his career. He got a big shove from the 47 of Stenhouse's. Blaney squeezes us, so we squeeze Blaney all the way down to the apron, trying to get behind SVG. Does not work. We continue to get squeezed between Blaney and Justin Haley now. And we get a run on the back of Christopher Bell. We clear the trouble of Ryan Blaney, thank God. Now we start working 3 wide to try to get into 4th. Not quite. Now we get a little bit of momentum from side drafting Stenhouse, but no help from behind. So really can't do anything. We get to the back of SVG, give him a big shove. And now here comes the 2 of Cindric, who's going to go by on the outside. And now Blaney going to give us a big shove. So now Blaney shoving us into SVG and Chandler Smith. He's having a tremendous run. And he's only made a couple starts this season. Chandler Smith doing a great job running inside the top 5 here at Daytona, leading laps. SVG, of course, this is one of the best runs he's had, besides, of course, a couple of road courses he's ran out, like Sonoma, Watkins, got an Indy. He's had good runs there. Now here at Daytona, we are shoving him into the mix right behind the 13 of Chandler Smith. We go underneath SVG and get hung out with the 17 of Busher, though, picks us up. Big shove. We got a huge run to the inside of Chandler Smith. Up in the second, we go into the back of Bubba Wallace, and we shove Bubba Wallace through the race lead. Now he goes high. We have to block the 17 of Busher. We get to the outside of Bubba, fall back in line, start with the 8 of Kyle Busch. All of these bubble drivers all inside the top 5 right now. Bowman, Busher, Busch, Bubba, myself, all of them. This is insanity. All the guys in the bubble in the front. Now the 48 of Bowman giving us a big push. Now we get to the inside of Bubba Wallace, as that's where the run is coming from. And we're going to go to the race lead here at Daytona, again by Bubba Wallace on the inside lane with the help of the 48 of Bowman, who has to win this race to make the playoffs. Now we go down to block Bowman, a little way too low up to block Bubba in 3 and 4. That's going to let the inside go by. Now Bowman into the lead here at Daytona, followed by Kyle Larson, Cole Custer, William Byron, and Martin Truex. Ty Gibbs goes by. Byron, Dillon, Gibbs, so many cars. We can drop all the way down to 8th place from the lead after a mistimed block. Cost us a lot of track position with only just 14 laps to go in this race here at Daytona. We now have to find a way by 7 more cars. Cole Custer, Truex is easily going by on the inside lane here, dropping up to Dillon and William Byron. Got a great shove from the 8 of Kyle Busch. We get right into the back of the 3, give Austin Dillon a huge shot, block Kyle Busch to maintain his drive. Here comes the 10, Eric Almirola back in the mix, giving Dillon a push. We look to go to the inside. We decide to commit to pushing the 3 into the back of 54 of Ty Gibbs, as now Gibbs goes to the lead. Of course, him and Dillon both have to win to find their way into these playoffs, running 1st and 2nd on the racetrack as we speak. We are now running in 3rd, chasing these 2 down as we come down the front straightaway. Big contact made with the 3. Everyone hangs on to it now. Just 13 laps to go here at Daytona. We're going to push Austin Dillon to the lead by the 54 Ty Gibbs. We'd rather have a friend than a rival in the playoffs. We can shove Dillon to the lead, get by Gibbs with the help of the 8 of Kyle Busch behind us. Dillon's teammate was fighting for one of the final 3 positions in the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs this season. We draft up to Dillon. The Busch is going to hang us out to dry with help from the 14 of Briscoe, and now it's RCR 1-2, but AJ Allmendinger, our good friend, picks us up, gives a huge shove 3 wide in the middle. We hang out Austin Dillon, send him back, and now Kyle Busch is leading with help from Briscoe, who has to win. So does Reddick, who's now running in 4th place. Then Ryan Preece is up here trying to make a move. Kyle Busch leads. AJ Allmendinger giving us a huge shove. We keep to the outside of Busch, and we blow his doors off. To the lead we go here at Daytona, just 12 to go. We get around the 8 of Kyle Busch with the help of AJ Allmendinger being a great pusher right now, as myself and the 16 go the lead. Couple laps later, we're still holding the lead. Here comes Ty Dillon. He's going to throw a block on Ty, back to block Busch, and now the 8 and the 16 are on our outside. We're now 3 wide for the lead once again here in Daytona. There goes Allmendinger. BJ McLeod into P2. Where did he come from? And there's Busch, Tyler Reddick in the mix now. Here comes Briscoe, LaJoy, Larson, Gibbs, everyone flying by us. We drop all the way down to 9th again. Another bad block costing us a lot of spots here with 11 to go in this race, and we're going to have to pivot for the next 2 laps. Remember, we stayed out the last caution. Myself, SVG, Chandler Smith, Chase Elliott, everyone else pitted. So we are on the verge of having to come down pit road and lose this draft here, which could be costly to us winning this race. But we're still working like we're racing for the win here behind the 7 of Corey LaJoy. Getting him a big shove drafting and a huge jump from the 43. Now the outside of McLeod in this for second. Now trying to go for the lead on the inside of Chase Briscoe. Allmendinger gives us a push. We go the outside for the lead, running in second, trying everything we can in the book here to get to this race lead. We especially are trying to get down that inside lane right now to be in position to come down pit road next time by, because we're going to have to, or else we're going to run out of gas. It's not going to be good, and the caution has come out, which saves us from having to pit and gets us in a great spot, currently P5 with 6 laps to go.
Stay low, stay low.
As we're able to pit, get fuel, and make it all the way to the end of the race now. So we're good on fuel the rest of the race now, side by side for third, going into turn 1 and 2. Fighting for this race win now, shoving the 13th of Chandler Smith, trying to get his first ever Cup Series victory, almost the way Justin Haley did when he's only running a part-time schedule here at Daytona. Elliott on his outside, trying to get win number 2 on the season, get a couple more playoff points, which is all the more important to chasing his quest for the championship, as we once again now work with Chandler Smith and AJ Allmendinger. We are in a colleague racing sandwich right now, but it has worked for us. As we're in the second, Chandler Smith leading, AJ Allmendinger in third. Allmendinger clinched his playoff spot on points, but he's trying to get 5 playoff points so he can start above the playoff cut line once we get into that round of 16. Satisfied right now, running in second behind Chandler Smith and AJ Allmendinger. Now we're going for the race lead. Allmendinger is a big enough push. We get to the inside of Chandler Smith, and we are now leading here at Daytona with the help of AJ Allmendinger. A couple laps there, trying to block both Allmendinger and Chandler Smith. We blocked the 13. Now trying to go up to block the 16. We can't do it. Allmendinger gets our outside. Now Allmendinger back to the lead here at Daytona with the help of Corey LaJoy. And Martin Truex Jr. has got into contention now in fourth. Here comes William Byron as well. The 48 up here trying to make something happen, but it's a 16 and the 7 leading with 5 to go at Daytona. Allmendinger trying to get the win. We get a big shot from Chandler Smith. Get to the inside of Allmendinger. A huge move back to the race lead we go. Chandler Smith helping us out as Allmendinger did. And just like that, we were back in the front with the help of a colleague racing Chevrolet. Now just 3 to go at Daytona. We're trying to block both Chandler Smith and Kyle Larson for the lead right now. Huge push from the 5 of Larson, trying to get his second one. We throw a heater, big block up there. Chandler on the bottom, but Larson is just too strong with the pushes. We are now clear for the lead. Go down to give Chandler a big run. Now going to go up to block the 5. Huge block, big contact, huge wiggle. We both save it. Now another block of Larson bouncing off the wall. We both go. Somehow we both haven't completely totaled our cars here. Now here comes Reddick on the bottom. They're going to block 3 lanes. Now this is going to be challenging. We go down to block Reddick, who's in a must-win to make the playoffs on the inside. The 13 in the middle, the 5 on the outside. Too big of a run from the 5. Here comes Larson going to the lead, coming to 2 to go at Daytona. He's got Wallace with him. Here comes Logano. Multi-other drivers, just 2 to go at Daytona. We're currently scored in 4th, but the 13 hangs us out to dry. Down we go into 5th. Here comes William Byron as well. That 24 looking for a win. As he gets passes around us, Martin Truex Jr. also finding a way to our outside. How about Harrison Burton right now running in 8th? As we're currently scored in 6th with 2 laps to go in this race. We're going to give William Byron a big push to the back of Chandler Smith as Larson loses his momentum, as does Logano. Now the 13 gets hung out by Byron. We slam the 5 just to clear him, get him out of my freaking way, which we do. Now we go to the inside of the 13 of Chandler Smith for 3rd. Can we find a way back to the lead? The 24 and the 23. Byron takes the lead from Bubba Wallace, who with a win will not have to worry about points to make the playoffs, but Byron, he wants to win and get a couple of playoff points to start these playoffs. And we'll get to Darlington next episode. Now just white flag in the air. Final laps, and we're kind of on back at Daytona. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be William Byron getting his first win of the season? Will it be me getting win number 13 and winning half of the regular season races? Or will it be Tyler Reddick or Bubba Wallace, the 2311 Racing duo? Bubba already in on points. Reddick must win to make the playoffs. Down the back stretch for the final time, we are drafting William Byron. We need someone. We need a push. We got no one right now. The 23. We blocked the 45. Big contact. Huge block on the 23. A lot of contact. Here comes Harvick in the middle. Harvick with a big push to us. We got a shot now. Running the back of William Byron. We get to the inside. We're going for the lead and the win in the final corner. We're making contact, and Harvick gives us the push that we need. Side by side for the lead. Back to the line. We are going to win at Daytona. How about that? We have won it at Daytona. 3 wins in a row. In unbelievable fashion. Red hot to end the regular season. Getting hot at the right time. Chris Buescher style. As we burn it down in celebration here at Daytona. Somehow we made the final corner magic to win it. Kevin Harvick is my savior. He is like, I don't know how that worked. But he went to the middle, gave us a huge push, and that's what we needed to get by William Byron, and that secured the victory. And we deny all the guys in a must-win situation from making the playoffs with an incredible last lap pass on William Byron for the win here at Daytona. As we burn it down in celebration, get ahead to celebrate in victory lane with the coupe. The final race results, of course, myself, your winner today at Daytona, William Byron, your runner-up, so close to victory, Tyler Reddick in third, Kevin Harvick fourth, Truex runs their top five, Blaney sixth, Austin Dillon seventh, Bubba Wallace eighth place for the stage win, should put him through the playoffs, a great run for Bubba. Chandler Smith, a career best finish of ninth, and Kyle Larson was their top 10 tonight at Daytona. So great job by Chandler Smith in that ninth place finish. Bubba Wallace, of course, should be pointing his way in the playoffs. That 11th through 20th in the race results, you got the 48 coming home in 11th. Bowman, unfortunately, is not going to be enough. He's going to be out. You got Zane Smith, shout out to him, finishing 14th. Harrison Burton, 16th. J.J. Yaley, Ty Dillon, 18th, 19th. Top 20s for both of those guys. Shout out to them. Big runs. And 21st through 30th. B.J. McLeod, 22nd. Austin Hill, 23rd. Great run for those guys today. Then Cindric, 25th. Keselowski, 27th. Probably not going to be enough for either to make the playoffs. Buscher, 28th, with a couple stage points. We'll see if that's enough to make it. Kyle Busch finishes in 31st. A lot of Bulb drivers struggling. Is that enough? We'll find out. And then, of course, you got the DNF for Todd Gilliland there, dead last after a tire failure. Wow. A wild one at Daytona ends up with us in victory lane, barely over William Byron. And now we're going to see the point standings and who made the playoffs. Who are the final 16 drivers? Who are they going to be? Make your picks. Of course, myself, 13 wins on the season. Truex with 3. Logano, Harvick with 2. You already know them. Same with Elliott, Chastain, Larson, Hamlin, Bell, and McDowell. All are one-time winners. William Byron, as we know, qualified on points, as did Ryan Blaney in 10th, and A.J. Allmendinger, who's 11th. They all made the playoffs, as did Buscher, Bubba, and Kyle Busch. Buscher will make the playoffs by 36 points, Bubba Wallace by 19, and Kyle Busch by 16 over the two. So Cindric is out, Bowman is out, Reddick is out, Keselowski is out, and Austin Dillon's out. They did not do what they needed to make it. Stenhouse, Justin Haley eliminated. Same for Chase Briscoe, Eric Jones, Harrison Burton, Ryan Preece, Eric Almirola, Ty Gibbs, and Shane Van Gisbergen. And the rest, 31st to 40th, they would have had to have been top 13 points, and they were not eligible, so they did not qualify for the playoffs. So here are 16 driver field set for the playoffs. Who's going to be the one walking away with the championship? As our fastest lap of the race could be Ryan Blaney with a 45.46. Chase Briscoe led the most laps, leading only 6 laps today, so we had a lot of different leaders. And on the move, myself, last to first, completed that challenge. And the tough break going to go to Ty Gibbs, who started 5th and finished 38th. Tough day for Gibby. And now we look back at the playoff grid. Of course, it says we've made the playoffs because we are the regular season champion. And we are going to have a boatload of playoff points as we get underway here. Lots of money, lots of fans, all the usual. It says the playoffs start in the Cup Series. I have a chance to win it all. We are the favorites to win it all, people. We have won half the regular season races and an incredibly dominant season as we get ready for the Southern 500 at Darlington, the playoff opener. We, of course, are going to sit plus 95 above the cut line. Sitting pretty right now heading to these playoffs. Truex plus 22. Logano plus 20. Looking good. Harvick 18 to the good. Elliott 16 to the good. All those guys looking pretty solid right now. No mistakes. Make the transfer. Chastain, our teammate, him and Byron tied at plus 9 to the good. Larson plus 7 above in 8th. Then Hamlin plus 6. Bell and McDowell plus 3. Bubba Wallace to the cut line plus 1 over Ryan Blaney, who's out by 1 with A.J. Allmendinger. Then Buscher out by 2 and Kyle Busch out by 3. So until the next episode for the playoff opener, I hope you all have a good one.